So when I was a kid, 100 years felt like forever. And so can we say that Armstrong's been around forever? I'm not sure that we can say that from a legal standpoint, but certainly 125 years that Armstrong has been involved in thermal utility solutions is a very, very long time. Through 5 generations, starting with Adam, Armstrong's goal has always been to come and solve the customer's pain. It's given us an opportunity to see all of the different things that can happen in a thermal utility system, all of the different pain points that customers have in their thermal utilities, all of the different technologies that can be used in those thermal systems. Armstrong is ready to meet you where you are. And how do we do that? Well, we do that by coming to you with a simple plan: optimize, minimize, and then decarbonize. And why do we preach that message? Well, because today, more than 70% of the energy going into a system is rejected as waste heat. It's going out through the sewers, it's going out through the air, it's going out through wasted water, it's going out through so many different streams. And these streams can be recaptured, and that energy can be brought back into the system. So when we help you optimize your system, we're finding those energy streams that we can bring back into the system. And then we also have the ability to help you minimize your energy usage. So what do we mean by minimize? Well, we will challenge your set points. Maybe the dryer is set 10 degrees too high. Maybe your hot water temperature doesn't really need to be 150 degrees. Maybe 140 degrees will be just fine. So we will bring our knowledge, we will understand your process, and we will work with you to optimize the process, but also help you find ways that you could minimize. And when you minimize and you optimize, you're going to get the best return on your investment. You're going to get operational expense reductions, and you're going to minimize the amount of capital you need to make those energy efficiency goals. And then once all of those solutions are implemented, once all of those solutions are vetted, then we recommend decarbonize. And why do we talk about decarbonize last? Well, you could decarbonize in the very beginning if you wished. If you have a boiler today, you could simply take your gas boiler out, put your electric boiler in, assuming you can get electricity, and you can start your system back up. But what are we doing? We're still wasting. 70% of the energy coming into the system is being rejected as waste heat. So we haven't really solved the issue that we have. We're wasting electrons instead of wasting molecules. Let's not do that. Let's get the best solution for you that can reduce your operational expenses, and that's done through the optimize phase. Now that Armstrong has had a conversation with you, now that we've listened to your pain, we've listened to where you are in your journey, Armstrong can come alongside of you and help you create a more efficient thermal utility system. And we can do that in many ways. For decades, we have been doing steam and condensate studies. We have been doing condensate return studies. We have been doing water hammer studies. We have been doing studies that help improve the safety of your system. If your system is not safe, please let us help you. Please make sure you have a safe system. Things like water hammer, these are things that can negatively impact not only the production because they can disrupt your line, but of course, the more important thing is they can create a safety issue inside of your facility. And we want to make sure that everyone is safe. That's what a good partner does. So how do we best find a way to get you to the end of your decarbonization journey? How do we help you create the roadmap? Well, we do that through a thermal mapping study. Our thermal engineers come into your facility. They find all of your heat sinks, all of your heat sources. What is a heat sink? A heat sink is something that needs energy, that needs to be warmed up. What is a heat source? Well, that's somewhere that we can take waste heat from. So we find all of these. Our thermal engineer, they will come in, they will create a Sankey diagram for you, and you will know where all of your steam is going. You will know where all of the natural gas in your facility is going, and any other fuel for that matter. We can then take this information and we can put that into our pinch software. Armstrong uses pinch methodology to find the most efficient way for you to reduce your carbon emissions and take your waste heat and get it back into the system. Get that energy back into the system. That happens by graphing all of the heat sources, all of the heat sinks. And when we do that, we can see where they overlap. And why that is important is because when they overlap, we can do direct waste heat recovery. And that is the most efficient, the lowest capital, and the easiest way for you to get that waste heat back into your system, the energy back into your system. Now, the pinch methodology is just a tool. It is theoretical. But our engineers are practical also. We can take that data, create practical solutions that you can implement so that you can have savings today without sacrificing your future goals. Now, as a thermal engineer goes into the site and looks at the solutions, they don't look at it from an Armstrong product perspective. They actually look at it from an agnostic perspective. What technology will work best in this solution for this customer? And many times Armstrong has those products. Armstrong has the products that can meet you if you want to take small steps. Even in the best situations, a boiler system, a steam system, has approximately 70% efficiency, probably closer to 60%. But what if we could de-steam where you're using steam to make hot water? So we call that de-steaming, to remove the steam from the creation of that hot water. What if we de-steam the system and we get you a 30% efficiency? Yes, we're going to use a product that uses natural gas, but when it's 99.7% efficient, we've created immediate savings. We've created an immediate reduction in CO2. So we can help you in that part of the journey. But maybe you say, no, I want to make it all the way to a decarbonized process. When I de-steam, I want to make sure that I'm not using any natural gas in that situation. Armstrong can help. We have developed heat pumps. These heat pumps can not only create the thermal side, the hot side, but they can also give you a benefit on the cooling side. That's how they work. You get the benefit of the cooling, and this can reduce your total energy usage. By reusing the waste heat through a heat pump, you can reduce your total energy usage, you can reduce your operational expenses at a reasonable capital cost. It is the lowest possible cost, the lowest possible OpEx to reach your goals. Straight decarbonization will not do that for you. So Armstrong products can help you through that journey. But let's not forget, there's things that you can do immediately today. You can do steam trap management. Managing your steam traps can give you 5 to 10% in some cases savings on your CO2 emissions and on your operational expenses. Many plants let these go for years and years, and we see failure rates of 20% or 40%. That is money that you're just sending right back down the drain. We don't do that at Armstrong. We want to make sure that your system is as efficient as possible, and that starts with steam trap monitoring and steam trap replacement. So as I mentioned, de-steaming is going to be a big part, is going to be one of the largest parts of any customer's decarbonization or energy efficiency journey. There are dozens of places in a customer's facility where processes are using low temperature steam to either create hot water or to heat a product. In all of those cases, water can do that. Maybe you're making clean in place water. You don't need steam to do that. Maybe you're keeping chocolate warm. You don't need steam to do that. Hot water can do this. And with the help of Armstrong's knowledgeable engineers, with our years of experience in each of these kinds of plants, where we understand your process. We know how it works. We've studied the process from the beginning to the end. We can help suggest products that get you there today. We have products that start from the beginning, that use steam, that use natural gas, all the way to the ones that use electricity and can help you on your decarbonization journey. Now that we have an understanding and we have a partnership, we want you to know that Armstrong can be your single point of responsibility. We're not going to hand off our responsibility. We're not going to hand off our promises. Our promises are something that we believe we should keep. That's what Armstrong does, is we keep our promises. In order to help facilitate that, we will be your single point of responsibility. And what does that mean? That means everything from the beginning of the process where we do studies, from the beginning of the process where we show you quick wins, from the beginning of the process where we show you the products that can be used, to the middle of the process where we help you with solutions that can bring your energy efficiency in line with what it should be, where we can help you find ways to reduce your CO2 emissions, and where we can help you find ways to reduce your natural gas usage. And then implementing those solutions. Not just finding them, but implementing them. We can also help you implement them with our turnkey solutions, with our turnkey process. After this turnkey process, you have the choice, of course, to operate and maintain the systems yourself. But Armstrong also has specialized personnel that can take care of your thermal utility systems, that can operate them in the most efficient way, keep them safe, keep you safe, and keep your operational expenses low. That's Armstrong's promise to you. We can be your single point of responsibility because we want to promise you the efficiency that you deserve. That efficiency will not just be a number on a piece of paper. That efficiency is our promise that we will stand behind, and we won't leave your site until that promise is kept. So once you are ready to take this journey, because we are ready to take it with you, please contact us on our website, armstronginternational.com, or reach out to us on LinkedIn. We are ready, we are willing, and we want to be a trusted partner for you in your energy efficiency journey.